Oasis FM.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Oasis FM Online. And once again, you find us back in the headquarters of the Canarian Weekly and Oasis FM. The reason why we are back is because there have been so many comments on the Canarian Weekly website regarding what's happened now that Tenerife has moved itself into level 3, and also what is actually the rule of the masks. So what we decided to do was come back and speak to the Commander-in-Chief again. Chris Elkington is going to spare his time for us, and he's going to give us all the facts. So if you guys are coming over on holiday to Tenerife, you know exactly what you need to do. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell for the little notifications. And also, if you'd like to share it just for other people, would be perfect as well. Let's go and meet Chris. He's got some information for us. Come on.
Oasis FM.
The man himself. I didn't think we'd be back so soon, to be honest with you.
Well,
thank you very much for speaking to us on Friday. We had a fantastic reaction on Oasis FM Online. It's absolutely brilliant.
okay.
However, you felt the need over the weekend to bring us back because things have changed.
Well, not things have changed, but since we mentioned in the last video that the new mask rule was coming in,
Yeah.
and the fact that Tenerife was moving into level 3,
Yes.
and we've been absolutely inundated
Right.
with people contacting saying, primarily not the people here,
Yeah.
but obviously people who've already booked to come on holiday,
Right.
saying, how does this affect my holiday?
So what are we going to address first? We're going to address let's address the level 3,
Okay.
because that happened on Friday evening, 12 o'clock,
Yes,
and that's now going to be up until the 7th of July at this moment in time.
at least.
Right. So as of today till the 7th of July, what does it mean?
Basically, the way the Canary Islands or Spain has depth of the pandemic is with different alert levels from 1 to 4.
Right.
1 being the one with least restrictions,
Yeah.
and 4 being the one with the most.
Some of the islands already actually hit level 1 now, haven't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. All the islands apart from Lanzarote and Tenerife are in level 1.
Right.
Lanzarote is in level 2, and we've just moved into level 3. Now, since the state of alarm finished, it means there is no curfew.
Right.
So anybody coming on a holiday, you don't have to be in by a certain time. But in level 3, all commercial businesses must be shut by 11 o'clock.
So simple terms, bars, restaurants, 11 o'clock close.
Absolutely.
Right, okay.
Yep, so all those sort of businesses. The biggest change, unfortunately, which obviously does affect a lot of people here, is the fact that the interiors of these businesses have to shut. So they can only open with a terrace.
So they're from the moment they open at let's say lunchtime until 11 o'clock, nobody's allowed inside.
Only allowed inside if you're going for takeaway service or to use facilities, i.e. toilets.
Right, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So, but fortunately, we live in a climate where most people want to sit outside
Absolutely.
and eat anyway. So does it affect? Not really, because 90% of places over here do have a terrace.
Yeah.
Some of them only small, but do have a terrace.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are businesses that have had to shut because of this.
Yeah.
So they've been affected. One of the other things it affects is, obviously with bars closing or closing the insides, is there's less entertainment for people to see
Yeah.
whilst they're here. Okay, Now entertainment is a very grey area within the coronavirus pandemic.
Has been all the way through.
It has. It's very clear right now that unless you're in level 1, you can't have karaoke.
Yes.
But there are stipulations or there have been stipulations on entertainment. There's nothing actually in the official BOC to say you can't have entertainment.
Right.
But the local town halls in various places are saying no.
Right.
What it does say is that you can't have any activity that encourages interaction or people to, form in groups, dance, sing.
Yeah.
Which after a few drinks could be most of us, let's be honest. It is a difficult area, but there is still entertainment to see. If we're going to go one step further, Rick, and look at what's been said in the past, for any entertainment during this period, you're supposed to have a proper designated performance area.
Yeah.
All right? Not necessarily a stage, but performance area.
That people
which
can't
should
go in.
It should be taped off so that other people don't walk through it.
Yeah.
So that, the people watching, the audience and the entertainers are protected. So this designated entertainment area is just for the performers.
Right.
Outside of that, with the audience, the closest table should be 2 meters from that area. Okay? So there will be some entertainment you can see, but what you'll see right now is, you won't necessarily get to see all your favourite bands and groups and so on and so forth. On the other side, a lot of the excursions are still running. Yes, they have limited capacities. Particularly some of the boats have a limited capacity you can go on board. Yes, the beaches are open, the pools are open. You can go to Mount Tady, you can visit all the natural stuff. So there is still a whole world.
Siam Park as well?
Siam Park and Lorna
That's
Park.
remained open, hasn't it?
Yep, and Aqualand.
Right.
Under level 3 you're only allowed groups of 4,
Yes.
unless obviously if you're a family of 5 or a family of 6,
Yeah.
that's fine, but unless you're cohabitants. So there are restrictions on capacity. You must book, a lot of these things you have to book online. But, to a certain extent, as a holidaymaker coming on holiday to get some sun, to get away from the UK, to see some friends and family, and so on and so forth, there is still a whole world out here to see and do.
Just from my own personal view of living over here in Tenerife, the one thing that I have found is throughout the whole of the current situation is that people's attitudes have changed to going out, that they actually just decide to go out earlier.
Sure.
So really their afternoon, or when people used to go out in the evenings, it was on till about maybe leave 7 o'clock and then stuff like that. It's actually now people are moving it to maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then they're just getting the same length of, entertainment and fun and, family
Absolutely.
time.
And particularly under when we had the curfew, and everything had to shut 10.
Yeah, remember?
I mean,
They were grim days.
the big difference, but had to be home by 10.
Yes, you have to be home by 10.
The big difference, if you like, between level 2 and 3 is the fact that instead of closing at midnight, you close at 11. Well,
Yeah.
it's not a major change, really, is it? It's the interiors that's a big difference.
So your view really is for a tourist coming over for a holiday, even a landing today for the next 2 weeks, nothing really much will change for them, really, when it comes down to the fact of their experience in Tenerife, really.
Not really. I mean, obviously, if you're a youngster and you want to go partying in Veronica's, then most of that is shut, so forget that. But if you're of a family or couples, slightly older, then no, not at all. Apart from, as we said before, a few of your favourite restaurants may be closed, and you may not get to see a few of your favourite entertainers. Not performing anyway. They're still here, but not performing, which, is unfortunate under the circumstances. Mm-hmm. But in general, you can still do everything else you want to do.
Fantastic.
Oasis FM.
One of the funny things was when we spoke last week, there was actually a meeting going on in place of the government ministers with regards to the rule of the masks.
Indeed.
Now, I've brought my mask again. This is really weird because Saturday morning I went and walked my dog, and I came across some people maybe 300 metres in front of me, and I put my mask on. Yeah. And I kept my mask on, and then I walked the whole of the way with my mask on. And then I got back in and went, was that right? Did I? What is Chris, give me the definitive rule about these masks. What we are at this moment in time, this current moment.
Right, the new ruling on masks is very simple because it's a national initiative. It's a national law.
So that's Spain, Balearics, Canaries.
Any territory of Spain.
Right. Okay.
All right. Basically, in an outdoor space where you can maintain a distance of more than 1.5 metres, masks are not anymore a necessity. All right, so if you're walking your dog and there's no one around, you don't need one. If you're walking down the road on a pavement and you've got a group of people coming towards you, you need to put your mask on. Okay. Ironically, I mean, you just said that. I was out in Las Americas yesterday afternoon with the family, and I saw more people wearing masks than before.
But that's the confusion, because the actual fact is it might be their own personal choice to wear it.
Sure.
Where I was thinking, do I need to wear it?
Yeah.
Do I need to tell them they don't need to wear it? But the actual fact is that you're simply just saying the black and white of the law at this moment in time is I don't need to wear a mask when I'm outdoors.
Nope, in public.
Do I need to carry a mask?
Yes.
Why?
The law is that you have to carry a mask in the eventuality that you come across an agglomeration or a group of people, or you can't avoid social distancing.
Right. The
fine system is the same for not carrying a mask as for not wearing it properly. So if you're not wearing a mask, you can get fined €100.
Right.
If you are stopped and you're not carrying a mask, it's the same fine.
Right.
Okay. Now, interestingly, the authorities, that's not just the government, but also the mayors of all the various different municipalities of Tenerife, are also encouraging people to continue wearing the masks.
Right.
What they're asking for is for public responsibility.
Yeah.
To keep wearing the mask, because they claim, and I don't know if this is true or not, but you give people an inch to take a mile.
Yeah.
So they're asking people to continue wearing masks on the basis that if we do, we'll actually get out of level 3 quicker.
Yes.
Which could have an effect on, obviously different the spread of the virus, the contagion rates, and so on and so forth, to bend the curve. If you go into a terrace of a bar or a restaurant, you have to wear your mask.
So
if you go into a shopping centre, you have to wear your mask.
Can I just clarify? I'm walking down the street, no mask.
Yep.
There's steps leading up onto a terrace with some tables.
Yep.
I have to put the mask on.
Yes.
I sit down at the table.
Yep. And when you get your food and drink, you can take it off.
Right.
Because you are stepping onto a commercial area.
Right.
You are no longer in public, as it were.
Right.
All right. And the same rules are in place for if you want to go to the toilet or whatever, you need to put your mask on.
Right.
Because obviously, as you walk onto that terrace, okay, it might be empty, but normally when it's got people on, you're within 1.5 metres. So the same if you go into an outdoor commercial centre, shopping centre, yes, you have to put your mask on before you go in the shops, but you know they're advising as well that you put it on before when you get into the shopping centre, even if it's open doors, because you are walking onto commercial land, you're no longer in public.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot more clearer.
So that's the rules. But as I say, I mean, realistically, it's very, very similar. For anyone coming here, it's very similar rules to the UK now.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not socially distanced or
Yes.
you're with people who aren't from the same family or who you live with, you should have your mask on. Also, as well, if you are getting a taxi or a bus or a coach from the airport, you must also wear a mask.
Right.
Anything under 9 seats, which you are not with your family, it has people you don't live with, you must wear a mask, including the driver.
Right, okay.
Okay? Once you get above 9 seats, the rows are separated.
Yeah.
So you are distanced. You still have to wear one, but...
You really know everything about it.
it's our job.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
So, again, if you're coming from the airport, most people are coming in families, yeah? The driver as well has to wear one. If you're in a cab, just stick your mask on.
Okay. I think you'll find this is an ongoing situation that will change, constantly. It'll just constantly evolve. If you guys have got any other questions or any queries, just put them in the comments below. Is there anything else you want to add to this, Chris?
Not really. I mean, that answers the questions that we've had from
your readers,
from readers of the Canarian Weekly
okay.
over the weekend since this started. And on the basis of, I'm booked to come, how does it affect me?
Okay. I don't think this is going to be the last time we're going to be chatting to the Commander-in-Chief, Chris Elkington. Thank you very much one more time. As always, if you did like this content, don't forget to put the thumbs up. Don't forget to ring the bell for the notifications. If you're thinking of coming over here, that will definitely help, obviously give you some more news. And if you like it, just also subscribe and share, because the idea of the sharing, it might be somebody else you know who might be coming over to the Canaries or to Spain, actually, when it comes to this rule.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So thank you very much, Chris. Thank you. Much appreciated. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cool.
All right. All the best, guys. Thanks a lot, and see you on the next one. Cheers.
While I actually left their offices and started to edit the vlog, Chris sent me through the latest news that has just come in on the Canarian Weekly site. I will leave the description to this link in the in the description below. Just a quick one to say, its main title on the Canarian Weekly is full vaccination or PCR test is now required to enter Spain from the UK. The Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has announced this morning, which is Monday this morning, that travellers from the UK will now require to be fully vaccinated or have a PCR test to enter Spain from July the 1st due to the increase in cases and the worrying data in the UK. So if you're travelling from the UK and you can prove you've been fully vaccinated with an official digital or printed certificate, no problem, you can enter with just the QR code from your locator form. If you haven't been fully vaccinated, you will need also to produce a negative PCR test result taken within 72 hours of landing in Spain and its territories, which includes the Canary Islands and the Balearic Islands. Chris, thank you very much for keeping us all up to date. That link is going to be in the descriptions below for that piece of that article for the Canarian Weekly. Once again, thank you very much. I hope this has been informative for you. No doubt, I think we'll be talking to Chris further on future broadcasts and future vlogs. But from ourselves, from Oasis FM Online, thank you very much and have a great day. Cheers now.
Oasis FM.